August heat. The sun is blazing, rain is rare, and many gardens are starting to wilt. But yours? It's still thriving because you've chosen vegetables that laugh in the face of drought. In this video, I'll show you the top drought-tolerant vegetables for hot US summers and how to grow them successfully so you can keep harvesting even when the weather gets extreme. Stick around because I'll also share my favorite tips for making any vegetable more resilient to heat and dry spells. Tools and materials you'll need: mulch, straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips to keep soil cool and moist. Soaker hose or drip irrigation kit delivers water directly to roots with minimal waste. Raised beds or large containers, better control over soil moisture and drainage. Shade cloth protects plants from intense midday sun. Hand trowel for precise planting and soil adjustments. Organic compost improves soil structure and water retention. Fertilizer for fruiting crops, balanced or slightly higher in potassium. Watering can for targeted watering during critical growth stages. Why drought-tolerant vegetables matter in August in much of the US means high heat, low rainfall, and water restrictions in some areas. If your vegetables can't handle dry conditions, you risk losing weeks of growth and your harvest. Drought-tolerant vegetables survive on less frequent watering. Produce steadily even in heat waves. Make the most of morning dew and deep soil moisture. Choosing these crops for summer planting or keeping them going through August means reliable food with less stress and lower water bills. Soil improvement for drought-resistant, healthy, moisture-attentive soil is the foundation for drought-tolerant gardening. Even the toughest plants will struggle in compacted, nutrient-poor ground. 1. Add organic matter regularly. Compost, aged manure, and leaf mold increase the soil's ability to hold water while still allowing drainage. A soil rich in organic matter can store up to 20% more moisture than per soil. 2. Avoid over-tilling. Frequent tilling breaks down soil structure and reduces its ability to hold water. In most cases, limit tilling to initial bed preparation and then maintain with top dressing. 3. Plant cover crops. Off-season cover crops like clover or vetch help improve soil texture, add nutrients, and protect against erosion, all of which increase drought resistance. 4. Use biochar. Adding biochar improves both soil aeration and moisture holding capacity. It's especially helpful in sandy soils common in parts of the southern US. By investing in your soil now, you're not just helping this season's vegetables, you're setting up next year's garden for even better drought resilience. Step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Choose the right vegetables for August planting or maintenance. Top drought-tolerant choices include zucchini, fast-growing, heavy producer. Peppers, sweet and hot varieties thrive in heat. Eggplant, loves warmth and tolerates dry soil once established. Kale, hardy greens that withstand heat with enough mulch. Beets, roots dig deep for moisture. Mini tip: look for varieties labeled heat-tolerant or drought-resistant on US seed catalogs. Step 2. Prepare the soil for maximum moisture retention. Work 2 to 3 inches of compost into the top 6 to 8 inches of soil. This helps store moisture and feed the plants during hot weather. Avoid sandy soils without amendments. They dry out too quickly. Step 3. Plant at the right time of day. Plant in early morning or late afternoon to reduce transplant shock. Seedlings establish faster when not hit with midday sun on day 1. Step 4. Mulch. Generously apply a 2 to 4 inch layer of organic mulch around plants, keeping it a few inches away from stems. This shields soil from the sun, reduces evaporation, and keeps roots cool. Step 5. Water deeply, but infrequently. Instead of daily light watering, soak the soil deeply 1 to 2 times a week. This encourages roots to grow downward, making plants more drought-resistant. Step 6. Use shade cloth during heat waves for temperatures above 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Provide light shade during peak sun hours to prevent flower drop and stress. 30 to 40% shade cloth works well without slowing growth. Step 7. Fertilize wisely in drought conditions, avoid heavy nitrogen feeding. It encourages lush leaves that need more water. Use balanced or potassium-rich fertilizers to support fruit and root development. Step 8. Harvest regularly. Picking zucchini, peppers, and eggplants frequently keeps plants producing. Overripe fruits signal plants to slow down, especially in stressful conditions. Additional sections: top varieties for U.S. gardeners: zucchini, Black Beauty, Costata romanesco. Peppers: California Wonder, Anaheim, Jalapeno M. Eggplant: Black Beauty, Ping Tung Long Kale, Lacy Nato, Red Russian. Beets: Detroit Dark Red, Kyaja. Companion planting for drought tolerance: plant basil near peppers. It provides light shade to the soil. Grow beans nearby. They fix nitrogen, helping heavy feeders like zucchini. Common mistakes to avoid: overwatering early prevents roots from going deep. Skipping mulch leads to rapid soil drying. Crowding plants increases competition for water. Extra tips for success: water in the morning to reduce evaporation. Use drip irrigation timers to water automatically during optimal hours. Space plants farther apart than usual to reduce competition for moisture. Keep a garden journal to note which varieties handled heat best. Heat and pest management: drought-stressed plants are more vulnerable to pests like spider mites and aphids. Spray with neem oil or insecticidal soap in the early morning. Encourage beneficial insects with flowers like marigolds and alyssum. Remove heavily infested leaves to protect the rest of the plant. Mini Tool Spotlight drip irrigation system uses up to 50% less water than overhead watering and delivers moisture directly to roots where it's needed most. Easy to set up with timers for consistent care. Creative ways to use your harvest: zucchini fritters with fresh herbs. Grilled peppers stuffed with cheese and quinoa. Roasted eggplant dip with garlic. Kale chips baked with olive oil and sea salt. Beet salad with goat cheese and walnuts. Advanced tips or planning ahead in zones 8 to 10. Start seeds for a second fall crop in late August. In cooler zones, plan to cover crops with row covers in September to extend the season. Save seeds from your best drought-tolerant plants for next year. Hot, dry August days don't have to mean the end of your garden. With drought-tolerant vegetables and smart watering, you can keep your harvest going strong while conserving water. Try these tips and let me know in the comments which vegetables thrived in your garden this summer. If you found this useful, like, subscribe, and share, and let's keep growing no matter the weather.